Have you ever wanted to be the difference that you wish to see in the world? Well, now it's your chance with something as small as a toothbrush. So stay tuned and see how you can be the difference in someone's world and learn about Treasure House and Patton Swisher and the difference that they are making in our community. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Allied HomeQuest, Complete Connection with the Community in Real Estate. I'm Mary Camuso, Realtor with eXp Realty, and today we have the pleasure of being here with Patton Swisher of Treasure House, the founder of Treasure House, a support for our Spotsylvania County School District students. It is facilitated by our school social workers, and it offers family the opportunity to come fulfill their basic necessities, from crockpots to food to toothbrushes and so much more. They strive to support our community, and we appreciate all their hard work. Welcome, Michelle. Thanks for being here today.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm excited. This is wonderful.
Yeah, I really appreciate all your
I
hard
love
work.
to talk about Treasure House, so that's what I'm excited for. I'm glad to share it with people that tune into you as well. So I think it's important to get this message out of this little hidden gem we have in our community for our students and their families.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk a little bit about this hidden gem. When was it established?
So I'm not really good on exact dates, but I'm going to say it was probably in about 2010, but it started in the back of my van. I was working with our families that are highly mobile or displaced, our homeless families, and I was talking to a friend, and she's like, "What do you need for your new job?" And I was like, I really need crock pots. So she gave me some crock pots, and this was in January of 2009, and I started riding around with crock pots in my car and handing them out to folks. And then over time, we collected more items, we moved to different places, and then I got connected with a previous school board member who said, "You need a home," and that brought us here to Massaponax High School, and that's when Treasure House was born. So it was probably about 2012 is when we opened our doors for families.
Very cool. That's awesome.
So families can come and shop once a month for free food, hygiene, school supplies, laundry detergent, dish soap, whatever you use on a daily basis, our families get access to that. And they're new items, which is even more because it protects that dignity and respect of families that they need.
Awesome. Once a month, is that on the same day every month? Or?
Well, Treasure House is open for families to shop several times a month, but a family can choose what day they want to come during the month. We're open on Tuesdays and Thursdays for families to shop.
Oh, very cool. And you just coordinate all of that with the school social workers?
Yep, our school social work team is the one who makes the referrals. So if a family's in need, they would reach out to their school social worker and they would get them access to here. We have staff that works here during the week for families to come and interact with, and they help families collect the items that they need and, give them other resources and that kind of thing. And then our families that are displaced or highly mobile, they have immediate access to Treasure House as well.
Very cool. And we're looking to really support our homeless community and poverty.
Yes. So right now in Spotsylvania County Schools, we have identified about 425 homeless students. The count starts over every year. Last year, we ended the school year with 506. We have a 33% increase of where we were at this time last year. So those needs are substantial. And that's what Treasure House helps to do, is to help provide some of those basic needs to make life a little easier for our families and our students. And that's what it's all about here. And we would not be able to do this without our community support. So we have different ways that community organizations donate. We have a drop box outside that people drop it off for us, but it's everything from hygiene products to dish soap to laundry detergent, whatever. And that just makes life a little easier for our families that are maybe living in a hotel or doubled up or struggling in other circumstances. I know, it's overwhelming.
You got me choked up.
I know.
When you gave me that number, it was just like, took the breath out of me, and it really got me emotional. Sorry, guys, but it's just like, wow.
It does. And it's things that we take for granted. We had a student who one of our family engagement people were talking to, and she just wanted a pillow. Like that, that is heart-wrenching. She was done using her coat every night as a pillow.
Wow.
A pillow is $4 at Walmart, but unfortunately for families that are really struggling, they've got to save every nickel and dime they have for those particular reasons. And with inflation right now, we all know it's costing more at the gas pump, it's costing more at the grocery store. That makes it harder for our families. And one thing that we can do is help provide some of those simple little things that might make it easier for them.
So do you accept pillows and blankets and
We
everything
do.
on that level as
We
well?
do. We do. We accept all that. We don't accept clothes currently because we don't have the space. As you can see, we don't have the space to hold on to that. But we do events. Usually about every quarter, we have a clothing event where families will donate clothes, and we'll give them out to folks. And so we'll ask the community at that point, hey, we need clothes, and people drop them off. But we really always need laundry detergent. That's probably one of our biggest needs. Shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, dish soap, food. And when I say food, I'm talking like snacks, things your kids want to eat. Like, I don't want your pumpkin pie mix. I know that people love pumpkin pie, but I need things that families can make a meal with.
Yeah, and if you're talking about some folks living in a hotel, it's not like they have access to really make the pumpkin pie.
Correct.
So trying to think with that in mind as well, like where are they at in life and what could really benefit them the most.
And that's where crock pots have been super helpful because you can make a meal for your family in a crock pot. And so we're very fortunate that we've gotten some, and we thank you for your donation as well to help us out today. That's awesome. And we'll get those out to families as well. So yeah, anything that people think of is helpful.
Very cool. Can you tell me something that has surprised you the most by coordinating Treasure House?
I think the most surprising thing is this could happen to anybody. Really, like anybody could have to access Treasure House. And so, I think when you have families that are, a circumstance has happened that has, swept them off their feet, to know that they have a place that can help them out immediately. We've had families that have had house fires. We're able to get something together for them to be able to brush their teeth, have some clean underwear and some clean socks. We may not be able to provide a lot, but we can provide something. And I think the other thing that...
Every little bit helps.
Correct. Absolutely. And I will say the other thing that surprises me, not as much now, but in the beginning, is how giving people are. How giving people are to help. The Girl Scout troop came and made a beautiful flower garden out front. Or we've had civic groups in the community. We had one little church that could only donate one crock pot a month. And every month this lady would show up and drop a crock pot in the drop box out front. The groups at Massaponax that come over and organize for us and clean the shelves, because all of that takes work. And, social workers are doing 100 other things for our students. And so it's nice to have other people come in and help us. So that's been a true blessing for us.
Is that one way that maybe some folks could volunteer to help, is not just giving, but maybe giving some time? Or
Yeah, well, and that would take coordination. I'll be honest, that we need to coordinate that well in advance, because they would have to reach out to me. We'd have to connect with our person that runs Treasure House, Kathy, in terms of time. And coordinating with the time of the year. So there's certain times of the year, yes, we want to clean, like springtime, fall time. Not a big fan of doing it in the winter because it's colder, and but that's we always do an annual event in November called Rock Out, Knock Out Homelessness. We're always looking for volunteers at that event to help pass out flyers. But the biggest thing is really telling other people about Treasure House and helping us collect supplies, because everything you see here is great, but all of this is going to be gone shortly. So it's an ongoing need to fill the shelves, because we are 100% funded through the community. $0 come from the school system. So all of that you see in here is from people that have donated.
Wow.
So
that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool when I sit back and think about how much it's changed people's lives. We serve, almost 300 people a month. So about 1,200 people a quarter will access Treasure House, which is phenomenal that you're impacting that many people.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah.
I love that you had a vision and then you ran with it and your heart patted on there.
I got to tell you, I don't know about a vision, because a lot of things I say I threw at the wall and saw what stuck, and this was one of them. I had no idea what this would look like.
You started in your car.
Right.
You saw a need and you tried to do what you could with what you had where you were at, and look at what it's grown into.
No,
it's amazing.
I have to tell you, it's probably one of the most proudest things in my life.
That's awesome. So can you share something that maybe is your most memorable moment, or something that sticks out, a story or...
Probably like having families who are just so thankful that then donate to Treasure House. So it's a very full circle moment for them. Like I had one family once who had lived in a hotel and life was really hard for her, and she had 3 children and she hit hard times and ended up living in a hotel. But then life changed for her and she got a place, and she donated a crock pot. And I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, you saved me with a crock pot. Like, you helped my family and I want to pay it forward. So
That's awesome.
Seeing that moment for folks to pay it forward is amazing. So that's probably my most memorable, is when they do stuff for others, and
That's
having the
cool.
impact on others, that they can, impact other people. So
Yeah.
it's all good.
People helping people. We're
That's
here
right.
to support each other. That's
Yep.
what it's about, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
So could you share, I know you kind of told us that it's a place for folks to shop. Is there anything in addition that you kind of want to share that your services offer?
Well, school social workers are the rock stars in our school system. I say that all the time. We are the link between homeschool and community. So, when families come here to shop, they're also connecting with their social worker in other ways that they might need resources within the community and in other arenas, whether it be healthcare or housing or mental health supports. We are the mental health experts in our school system as well. And so we offer those supports to our students and their families, which Treasure House is just a little piece of it.
Yeah.
But it does help meet that basic Maslow's hierarchy of needs through Treasure House, which is important, because if a student's not meeting those basic needs, how do we expect them to learn? There's a saying, they need Maslow's needs before they bloom, which is true. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's what we're here for.
Can you tell me a little bit about your story? What brought you to the social work?
Oh, well, I have to tell you, I was in college, took one class and said, yeah, let me be a social worker. And that's where it started. And, I left social work for a while. And then I came back when I had children, and I got my master's degree as an adult. I would encourage anybody out there looking to get your master's, do it before you have kids. It's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But I then had an internship with the schools. I loved it. I didn't want to work full-time, so I started part-time out of a grant, and that's where I started working with our displaced families. And then it grew into a full-time position, and it just kind of has kept going. So, and that was in January of 2009. So almost 14 years that I've been here.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so.
Thank you for
Yeah,
all your hard work.
thanks.
I'm sure that you've impacted a lot of people's lives over that time period.
When I think about how many people come through Treasure House, I know that it may have been very minuscule, but it does make a difference to them in that moment.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
We're really grateful for you.
Thanks, and I'm grateful for that you're doing this, because this is how people learn about it and people want to make a difference. And there's that famous saying, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah.
By Gandhi, and you can make a difference. Like toothbrushes, we're actually running pretty low on toothbrushes.
We need toothbrushes.
So dropping them off when you pick up some for your kid, drop some off, or anything. Like right now I'm really pushing for air fryers too, because that's another way that families can cook a nutritious meal in their hotel room. But laundry detergent, shampoo and conditioner, those things go quickly when you're a family of 5, that you need those items. So the other thing we're often looking for is food gift cards for like Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Arby's, Wendy's, because when we have a family that has a house fire, we can give those to them, that they can access a quick meal in the midst of the chaos that's happening for them.
That's amazing that you help those folks as well.
Yeah, because they become displaced. When you have a house fire, you then meet the definition of McKinney-Vento, which is the federal law that allows students to remain in their school of origin. And that's what this was based upon.
Very cool.
So,
can you think of anything else that right now you have an immediate need for?
I would say laundry detergent. I know this looks like we have some here, but that's going to be gone pretty quickly. So laundry detergent is a big need. Shampoo and conditioner are probably, and toothbrushes are probably our top 3 right now.
As we move towards Christmas, we're looking for laundry detergent, shampoo, conditioner, and toothbrushes. Does it matter the brands? Should we try and get some like geared towards the men and some geared towards the women?
The one thing we do ask for is kind of the smaller size laundry detergents, not the big industrial side, because that's harder for families to manage if you're in a hotel and you're moving frequently. And so we try to give those to our larger families. So those smaller or even the pods, we say are great because that's easier to carry around. That, and then like I said, the food gift cards are a huge need right now.
Okay.
And gas gift cards. If people have that, you know, that's one way to help out families is giving them a gift card for gas.
Yeah, definitely to get them around, get them to work.
Yeah, well, and we use them mostly for school activities, but if you have a student that's doing like after curricular activities, we want to be able to make sure parents can get there to be a part of that as well.
That's cool.
So
awesome.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything else that you might like to add, or?
I am just very thankful for you, Mary, for coming out to see Treasure House, to talk about it, to highlight it for us, because that's wonderful. That gets the word out to people, and we can, you know, spread more goodness.
More goodness.
So.
I'm just glad I saw you. I recently discovered Treasure House when they did the knockout for the shelves in November. They had done a video, and that's how I discovered them. I had no clue that they were here. They'd service so much, and it really laid a tune on my heart to try and find you. It took me probably like a week and a half, 2-week mission to find you, and I'm grateful that I did. I will have your contact information in the link below, so if anybody wants to contact you directly.
Yep, feel free. If you have ideas, I come out and do speaking engagements at different organizations to talk about homelessness and what people encounter and how you can help. So I'm
cool.
free for any of that, but also if you say I have an idea and I want to do something to support, reach out and we can chat.
We're going to collaborate more in the future. I see it already.
Yay! Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Well, I think we could go on forever here, but I think that's pretty much everything, unless there was anything.
No, just thank you again. And thank you to our community that keeps supporting us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you to the community. That's really where it's at, because we wouldn't have this much here without them. And so that's amazing. And for you, like.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, I'll put Michelle's contact information in the link below. You can see it there if you want to contact her. You're welcome to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to connect you as well. I'm Mary Camuso with eXp Realty, and this is Michelle Patton Swisher with Treasure House. Yep. And we appreciate you tuning in with us today. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye.